Hello, welcome back. It's time for another week of solo raids. I'm so happy to be back with you guys. How are you doing on your mission to get to cap, huh? I've still got just over 3,000 levels or stages till I get to cap. I've been racing with someone in my clan, and I gotta say, it does not look like I'm gonna win, but I'm having fun with it. Anyway, let's go ahead and get down to some solo raids. Go ahead and go to your user settings. Go to your raid retry and turn it off. And we'll go ahead and get those solo raids fired up. Is this your week to get in the top 200? I hope so. I know it's been easier and easier for people to get there since they've offered the solo raid skip option. More and more people have been skipping, and I know that that just frees up everybody the opportunity to get in the top 200. So maybe this is your week. Let's give it a shot. All right, let's go ahead and start with raid. We're not skipping. We're going to go ahead and start with Portal 1. And we've got LoJack. And our decks are Moonbeam, Acid Drench, and Blazing Inferno. Obviously, we're going with Moonbeam. Take down those unarmored parts nice and fast. It's always nice and easy. 6 seconds. There we go. Moving on. Portal 2 is Attackdar. And we've got Fusion Bomb, Swarm, and Skull Bash. We're going with Skull Bash. No. Yeah, go Skull Bash. Going with Skull Bash, take down the head, torso, limbs, one at a time. There we go. Nice. We can just sail right through these early portals are just cake. We got Moonbeam for the third Titan. We've got Moonbeam, Psychic Chain, and Razorwind. I'm going to go with Razorwind. Razorwind against this Juck. Take down the legs, torso, and head. Come on. I just need one burst and we're good. There we go. No problem. Skating right through these bad boys. Onto Portal 4. We've got a Juck. We've got Radioactivity, Thriving Plague, and Decaying Strike. We're gonna go with Thriving Plague. Man, I love it. They're just going straight through each portal. The way they've got the update, it goes just from one portal to the next, no waiting at all. I love it. There we go. 6-second takedown. Nice and easy. Next portal. We got a LoJack. Our decks are Fusion Bomb, Decaying Strike, Purifying Blast with Acid Drench, and Thriving Plague with Gas. We're going Thriving Plague with Gas. Love that support card. Just helps to blaze right through these Titans. As long as Thriving Plague will stack. There we go. 6 seconds. Nice and easy. Go right to the next portal. Portal 6. We got a Mohaka. And we've got Purifying Blast with Acid Drench. We've got Victor March with Haymaker. We've got Psychic Chain with Fairies. And we've got Decaying Strike with Whip. I'm going to go with Purifying Blast Acid Drench. There we go. With Mohaka, we can just take down the head. There we go. Limbs. Just need one burst. Yeah. Oops. Easy. That was actually our longest one yet. 8 seconds. Not too bad though. Move on to Portal 7. We got a LoJack. For our decks, we got Inspiring Force with Swarm, Purifying Blast with Acid Drench, Limb Focus, and Decaying Strike with Whip. I'm going to go with Inspiring Force Swarm. And just get those stacks down on the torso and head, and then just drag it across the limbs nice and slow for the 6-second takedown. Beautiful. Beautiful. Moving right along. On to Portal 8. We've got Sterile, and we've got Rancid Gas with Swarm. We've got Purifying Blast with Acid Drench. We've got Head Focus, and we've got Decaying Strike with Rancid Gas. I'm I think Swarm with Rancid Gas is our best bet here. Just get those stacks down. Yep, move them around there. Beautiful. Focus down that torso. 6 seconds. Nice. Nice. I don't even think we went around that sterile twice. That was actually pretty quick. Moving on to Portal 9, we got a Juck. Our decks are Fuse with Inspiring Force, Fairy with Haymaker, Head Focus, and Clanship Barrage with Fairy. I think we go Fuse with Inspiring Force. Alright, we're going to start on the torso. No, we're starting on the head. There we go. Limbs. Whoops. There you go. Wow, that one actually went pretty fast. Not bad, not bad. Move right along. On to Portal 10, we got some armor finally. No info yet. Our decks are Flak with Psychic Chain, Clanship Barrage with Razor Wind. We've got Radioactivity with Prismatic Rift. We've got Victory March with Razor Wind, and we've got Victory March with Clanship Barrage. I think Clanship Barrage with Razor Wind's our best bet here. That neutral damage from Clanship Barrage will have to depend on to get that armor down, then Razor Wind will do the rest of the work after the armor's gone. Start on the head, move down to the torso, and finish off on the leg. That was a good transition. Nice. Knocking them out of the park today. Alright, we got Portal 11 now. Tactar. No info yet. Our decks are Fragmentize with Swarm. We got Radioactivity with Gas. We've got Purifying Blast with Acid Drench. We've got Ancestral Favor with Fragmentize, and we've got Head Focus. I think we go deck 4, Ancestral Favor with Fragmentize. It just seems like that'll probably be the quickest one. Fragmentize gets its bonus against the armor, so the armor will go down fast, and then we'll just have to depend on the neutral buff from Ancestral Favor to take down the body, which it looks like it's pretty fast. Wow, that died without even taking down one of the shoulders. I'm kind of surprised there. Alright, moving on to Portal 12. We've got LoJack, and for our decks we've got Fragmentize with Swarm, we've got Ancestral Favor, Clanship Barrage with Razor Wind, Victory March with Haymaker, Thriving Plague with Gas, and we've got Moonbeam with Fairies. I'm going Thriving Plague with Gas. Gotta love that good old Affliction deck. Cycle decks are great for LoJack. Get those stacks down, especially on those legs and the torso and head. Come on. Don't fail me now, Thriving Plague. What are you doing? There we go. 12 seconds. Not too shabby. Alright. Moving on to Portal 13. We've got Mohaka. No info yet. We've got Inspiring Force with Swarm. We've got Ancestral Favor with Razor Wind. We've got Ancestral Favor with Skull Bash. We've got Thriving Plague with Gas. And we've got Decaying Strike with Whip. I'm going Thriving Plague with Gas again. This is going great. Getting good decks this time. Psycho decks for Psycho Titans. Get those stacks on those limbs. Yeah, there we go. Ooh, head died already. Good grief. Stuff's just dying fast. Nice. A nice quick, I think it was 12-second takedown. Love it. Moving on to Portal 14, we've got Juck. Our decks are Ancestral Favor with Razor Wind. We've got Radioactivity with Prism. Psychic Chain with Prism. We've got Thriving Plague with Gas, and we've got Whip with Decaying Strike. Honestly, one or four probably are best bets. I think I go with 4 and just cycle around the torso. Don't hit the torso, just hit the head and the limbs, just like we did for the last Mohaka. Come on. There we go. How do I lose that stack when I'm literally sitting on the part? It just confuses me. Alright, 16-second takedown. Moving on. On to 15. Alright, for 15 we got another Juck. We got Fuse with Inspiring Force. We got Swarm with Whip. Radioactivity with Prismatic Rift. We got Clanship Barrage with Victory March, Head Focus, and Victory March. Clanship Barrage and Razorwind. Yeah, I think we go deck 6. It's our only 3-card deck, and plus I don't think any of the other ones have a decent support aside from Fuse. Fuse might be the way to go. This is Juck. Yeah, we'll go Fuse. Well, no, I think we go 6. I think 6 does the best. 6 does the best, and we take down the limbs first. And whichever body part we're closest to when we finish off with the legs, probably the torso, is what we finish off on. Come on. Faster. Come on, Victory March, what are you doing? Wow. That took way longer than I thought it would. That's alright, we still got it. One deck. So maybe Fuse might be a better option for that, but you have to break through all the armor. I think the fast thing about the Fuse deck would be that once the armor's down, Fuse gets a damage bonus from Inspiring Force on the body, and Victory March with Clanship Barrage just takes forever to ramp up on that. So yeah, and yeah, probably Fuse with Inspiring Force might be a better option there. But you know, live and learn. Moving on to 16, we got LoJack, Clanship Barrage, Ancestral Favor with Flak. That's probably our winner right there. We got the same thing, but Psychic Chain instead of Flak. We've got an all armored deck. We've got Torso Focus with Fairies, Limb Focus with Decaying Strike, and we've got Thriving Plague, Gas, and Blazing Inferno. Yeah, we're going deck 1. I like that deck. It does good for me. We'll take down these limb armors. Let Flak do its job. Goodness, too strong. Too strong, Flak, just instantly. Well, can't complain. 13-second takedown. I love it. Moving on. On to Portal 17. So we got a LoJack. Our decks are Fuse with Prismatic Rift and Swarm. Limb with Armor Focus. We got Head Focus with Haymaker. We got All Armor Focus. Thriving Plague with Limb Focus. And we've got a General Thriving Plague, Blazing Inferno, Rancid Gas. That's what we're going with. Deck 6, Thriving Plague, Rancid Gas, Blazing Inferno. Beautiful. Get those stacks on the torso and the head first and foremost. Make sure Blazing Inferno at least gets stacked on the limbs. Come on. Die faster. Die faster. There we go. 14-second takedown. Nice. Moving on to Portal 18, we've got another LoJack. Our decks are Fuse with Prismatic Rift and Swarm. We've got Gas, Maelstrom, and Swarm. We've got Body Focus with Grim. Thriving Plague, Rancid Gas, and Swarm. That's actually not too bad. We've got a Limb Focus with Limb Focus with Armor. We've got Torso with Fairies. I think I'm going to go ahead with 4. 2 is probably a good option too. Depends on what your card levels are. Personally, I think Thriving Plague is better than Maelstrom in this case for me, because of my Thriving Plague's level 30, Maelstrom's only level 24. So that's what we'll go with. I think Swarm helps Thriving Plague to get its stack or its bonus damage real good too, because it tends to stick to the parts a lot better than Thriving Plague. There we go. Really focus down that armor. Wow. That everything just died so fast. That's alright, 14-second takedown. Not bad. Moving on to Portal 19. We've got another LoJack, and our decks are Ancestral Favor with Torso Focus. We've got Thriving Plague, Gas, and Swarm, another decent deck. We've got Armor Focus with Limb, Head Focus with Haymaker, Victory March, Clanship Barrage, and Razorwind, and we've got Victory March with Haymaker. Yeah, I'm going with deck 2. Same as before, Thriving Plague, Swarm with Gas. Love it. Love it, love it, love it. Make sure you get those stacks on the torso and the head real well. Come on. There we go. As long as Thriving Plague sticks to that torso and head, we're going to do great. Nice. That was even faster than before. 12-second takedown. I love it. Moving on. Man, I love the way they've set up the new transitions so fast. All right, so Portal 20 is our first info. We've got minus 15% to affliction damage on this tarot. Our decks are Ancestral Favor with Torso Focus. We've got Thriving Plague. I'm sorry, no, that's not Thriving Plague. It's Swarm, Blazing Inferno, and Gas. We've got Purifying Blast with Body Focus. Victory March with Grim Shadow and Acid Drench. We got Victory March with Clanship Barrage and Razor Wind. We got Fairies with Torso Focus, and we've got Fairies with Purifying Blast. Oh yeah, so for Tarot, we're going to go Fairies with Purifying Blast and Acid Drench. It's a good deck for 3-part. And we'll just focus down the torso. And then after torso's dead, we move to the head. It's a nice, quick, and easy transition. A lot of times you can salvage the fairies. Doesn't look like I was able to that time, though. There we go. And then on to the leg. Easy. 14 seconds. Beautiful. All right, let's move on to Portal 21. And our info, it's a Juck. Our info is 10% increase to support effects. Love it. Our decks are Body Focus with Grim, Ancestral Favor, Clanship Barrage, and Flak. Ancestral Favor with Torso Focus, Ancestral Favor, Clanship Barrage, and Razor Wind. Body Focus with Fairies, Limb Focus with Decaying Strike, and Thriving Plague with Limb Focus. Yeah, I think I'm going to go 2. This is my beautiful fallback deck. Just take down the legs. Yeah, let Flak do the work on the body as we take down the armor. Nice. Finish off the head, finish off the torso, and we're done. 11 seconds. Awesome. Moving on to Portal 22. Man, we're just cruising today. This is going real well. Our info is minus 15% damage to affliction. That's alright. For Tarot, we want to use a burst deck anyway. We got Gas, Grim, and Swarm. We got Radioactivity, Gas, and Swarm. We got Fuse, Prismatic Rift, and Swarm. We got Gas, Acid Drench, and Swarm. We've got Head Focus with Haymaker. We've got Limb Focus with Decaying Strike, and we've got Thriving Plague with Limb Focus. Wow, man, we've got some really crappy options this time. Plus this one is affliction damage decrease, yeah. Well, of all the options, I feel like our best chances with Grim Shadow, Swarm, and Gas. Oh, we'll see. Alright, so let's focus the torso and see what all Swarm kills while we're attacking the torso. And that'll help us to decide what we'll go to next. Yeah, it looks like we're going to ignore the head and take down the legs. Yeah, there we go. Nice. That was pretty quick. Moving on to Portal 23. And it's a Juck. Our info is 10% increase to support effects. Nice. Our decks are Ancestral Favor with Torso Focus, Purifying Blast with Body Focus, Victory March with Grim Shadow. We've got All Armor Focus, Torso Focus with Fairies, Thriving Plague, Blazing Inferno, and Gas, and Whip with Prismatic Rift and Blazing Inferno. I'm going to go with deck 6. I think we cycle this Juck, ignore the torso, make sure we get the stacks on the head and the legs. There we go. Nice. Nice, nice, nice. Come on, armor. I need you to die faster. There we go. 15-second takedown. Beautiful. Just focus down wherever the armor is, particularly on the head, and don't ignore the legs because they are a little beefier than the other limbs. All right, moving on to 24, we've got a Mohaka. Our info is 15% decrease to affliction damage. All right, let's look at our decks. We got Armor with Limb Focus. We got another Armor with Limb Focus. We've got Torso Focus with Fairies. We've got Fairies with Purifying Blast. We've got Ancestral Favor with Head Focus. We've got Limb Focus with Decaying Strike. And we've got Thriving Plague with Blazing Inferno. And we don't have a really good burst deck unless Fairies does it for us here. Mohaka. That's a lot of transitions for the Fairies. Well, let's see if no, because we got decreased damage on affliction. I think we can still do it. We're gonna go deck 7. Even with the decreased damage, I think we can handle this. Just focus down that head real good. Come on. Let's see that. Let's see that damage. There we go. Nice. Come on, legs. I need you to die too. Yeah, especially you. Nice. Got it. 20 seconds. Yeah, even with the affliction decrease, this is still low enough level that we could take it out pretty quick. Especially the other decks didn't seem to be real focused towards one hit takedown. They were all just like lemon armor type of decks. All right, so 25. We got a Juck. Our info is 15% increase to all raid damage. That's good. Our decks are Gas with Maelstrom and Swarm. We got Ancestral Favor with Torso Focus. We got Thriving Plague, Gas, and Swarm. That's a good one too. Victory March with Grim. Purifying Blast with Totem. We've got Thriving Plague with Limb Focus. And we've got Whip with Armor Focus. I think we go deck 3, Thriving Plague, Swarm, and Gas. And we take down the Juck, cycle around the torso, ignore the torso. There we go. And I love it. I love that they remove the gap between the legs. Now we can just completely ignore any of the thought that we're, you know, missing a tap or two when we go across them. I like it. All right, nice quick kill. Just cycle around the torso, ignore the torso, and went down fast. All right, moving on to 26, we've got a Takdar. Our info is 50% increase to torso health. All right, let's look at our decks. Ancestral Favor, Clinch Barrage, and Psychic Chain. Okay. We got Armor with Limb Focus. We got Purifying Blast with Body Focus. We got Ancestral Favor, Clinch Barrage, and Fragmentize. We got Grim Shadow with Victory March. We've got Limb Focus with Decaying Strike, and we've got Whip with Prismatic Rift and Blazing Inferno. What was it again? Head? No, torso health increase. All right, so I think we go deck 4. I think we go deck 4 and we take down the torso first, followed by the head, legs, and then take down the limbs one at a time. And probably, I think we only need one hand after we get the torso, head, and legs done. All right, Clench It Barrage, I need you to ramp up nice and quick. There we go. Take down this head. Yep. There we go. Good transition. Get those legs. Nice. And then a hand. Yeah. Nice. Able to take it all down. And we can leave 3 of the arm parts. Beautiful. That's 26 cleared. We can move on to 27. We got a Takdar. Our info is 20% increase to armor damage. Nice. Our decks are Ancestral Favor, Clinch It, Barrage, Razor Wind. That might work here because armor will die fast anyway. We got Armor Focus with Limb. We got Ancestral Favor, Clinch It, Barrage with Fragmentize. Also a decent option, but I think I like Razor Wind a little better. All Armor Focus. We got Fairy with Torso Focus. Thriving Plague with Limb Focus. And we've got Whip with Prismatic Rift and Blazing Inferno. Yeah, I'm going with deck 1. The armor dies fast because of the buff, and we'll have Razor Wind to help take down the rest of the body. Nice. All right, so we start off on the head. Always start off on the highest part you possibly can whenever you're using Clench It Barrage, just because you don't want those farther away parts left over when you're at the end, because you know it takes a little bit of time from the time that Clench It Barrage procs to the time it actually hits. Oh, I forgot to check what the debuff was. Oh, no, I didn't. It was armor bonus. All right, good. Nice. Moving on to 28. For 28, we've got a Tarot. Our info is only 80% burst chance. Okay. Let's look at our decks. We got Fuse with Armor Focus and Swarm. We got Ancestral Favor, Clench It, Barrage, and Flak. Regardless of the fact that we have the 80% burst debuff, I think this might be our best bet regardless. 3, we've got Gas, Thriving Plague, and Swarm. That's also a good option. Ancestral Favor, Clench It, Barrage, and Fragmentize. Limb Focus with Armor. Victory March with Grim Shadows. And All Armor Focus. So I'm going to say 4 or 2. Which honestly, 2... I I guess it all depends on how your deck layout is. If you've got higher level on Clinship, Barrage, and Ancestral Favor, that's probably the best way to go. As you can see, my deck 2 is a little stronger than my deck 3, so I'm going to go deck 2. Plus, I like only having to focus down 3 parts. It lets me not have to worry about those ugly transitions that I usually make. There we go. Onto the torso. And after the torso armor is gone, we'll go back to the head. And Flak did its job and took down the leg. That's nice. There we go. Even with the debuff, we are still solid on that. Obviously, you could have done the other deck. The deck 4 was a Thriving Plague, Swarm, and Gas, but I chose to go with this one. My Ancestral Favor Clinship Rush is a little bit higher level, and also I like only focusing down the 3 parts. So now we can move on to Portal 29. We've got a Sterile. Our info is 3 seconds added to our raid duration. Nice. Our decks are Fusion Bomb with Prismatic Rift and Swarm. We got Armor Focus with Limb. We got another Armor Focus with Limb. We got Head Focus with Haymaker. Fairy with Purifying Blast. We've got Thriving Plague, Blazing Inferno, Gas. And we got Whip with Prismatic Rift and Blazing Inferno. I am going deck 5. Only 3 transitions to make here. We just smack down the torso, go to head, leg, and arm. There we go. It should die fast. Yeah, that's nice. I really like that they made fairies a lot more dependable. You can grab that hand. Oh, is there still a smidgen left on the torso? That's funny. There we go. We took it down. There we go. Easy. Now we can move on to Portal 30. So Portal 30, we have both of our buff and debuff now from this point on. So our buff's 25% increase to burst chance, and our debuff is 50% increase to head health. Honestly, I don't think it's a debuff as much as it seems like it's a buff because you have less parts to take down sometimes. I don't know. Tell me what you think about that. All right, so for Juck, let's see what our decks are. Ancestral Favor, Clinship, Barrage, and Flak. I think that's our winner with the burst chance increase. Yeah, that's probably our winner, but we'll look at the rest. For 2, we've got Head Focus with Haymaker. We got All Armor Focus. We got Torso Focus with Fairies. We got Fairies with Purifying Blast. We got Thriving Plague, Blazing Inferno, and Rancid Gas. And we've got Whip with Blazing Inferno and Prismatic Rift. Yeah, I'm definitely going with deck 1. I think that's our winner here. We can take down the legs. There we go. And we'll just ignore the debuff. It really doesn't make a difference. As long as we get those armor parts down, we are gravy. There we go. And just now everything that we hit from this point on is all good damage. Yeah, 20 seconds. Easy takedown. Moving on to Portal 31. Come on. We got a Tactar. Our info is 40% increase to affliction duration and 80% affliction chance. So afflictions will last longer, but they're harder to proc. That's all right. Let's look at our decks. We got Body Focus with Grim, Ancestral Favor, Clinship, Barrage, and Flak, Ancestral Favor, Clinship, Barrage, and Moonbeam, Ancestral Favor with Torso Focus. We've got Ancestral Favor, Clinship, Barrage, and Skull Bash. We got Victory March, Clinship, Barrage, and Razor Wind, Torso Focus with Totem, and we've got Ancestral Favor with Head Focus. I'm going with Old Faithful, deck 2, Ancestral Favor, Clinship, Barrage, and Flak. And we'll just take down, like we usually do, the limb armor first. After the armor's gone, move on to the next armor part and let Flak do its work on those pieces of body. Wow, Flak just putting in some big boy work here. Love it. Love it, love it, love it. There we go. 23 seconds. Had 7 seconds left over. And we can move on to Portal 32, which is a Tactar. Our info is 3 seconds added to our raid attack duration and 50% increase to head health. Nice. Let's look at our decks. We got Ancestral Favor, Clinch It, Barrage, and Flak. Love it. Ancestral Favor with Torso Focus. We've got Armor Focus with Limb. We got another Armor Focus with Limb. We've got Victory March, Ancestral Favor, and Razor Wind. We got Ancestral Favor with Head Focus. We got Victory March with Haymaker, and we've got Thriving Plague with Blazing Inferno and Gas. Again, Ancestral Favor, Clinch It, Barrage, and Flak, and this time we ignore 3 of those arms. There we go. Yep. Take down that head. Let Flak do its work. Oh, did its work way too well, maybe. There we go. And then we just got to take down the body. Nice. 10 seconds remaining. Took it down pretty easy. We can move on to Portal 33. And for 33, we've got Juck. Our info is 25% burst damage increase and 15% burst damage decrease. Huh. Cancel each other out with maybe a slight increase to the burst damage. Our decks are Ancestral Favor, Clinch It, Barrage, and Razor Wind. Ancestral Favor, same thing with Skull Bash, same thing with Fragmentize. An all armor deck. Torso Focus with Fairies. Limb Focus with Decaying Strike. Thriving Plague with Limb Focus. And we've got Whip with Prismatic Rift and Blazing Inferno. What was our buff again? Burst damage increase. Okay, so yeah, we definitely we can go burst. That'll be good. This is going to hit all bodies, so once the armor's down, this will hit all the armor. This will just hit the head. So let's go with this one. Deck 1, Ancestral Favor, Clinch It, Barrage, Razor Wind. Knock down the leg armor. We don't have Flak this time, so we have to stay on it and finish it. Hopefully we get some good transitions. Yeah, not too bad. We're going to go head next, just because once we go from head to torso, the missiles from Clinch It, Barrage won't have to fly as far. Come on. Nice. 22-second takedown. Moving on to Portal 34. We've got a low jack. Our info is 3 seconds added onto our rate attack duration and 20% decrease to arm damage. Alright. Let's look at our decks. We've got Ancestral Favor with Torso Focus, Ancestral Favor, Clinch It, Barrage, and Razor Wind. Same thing with Skull Bash. Same thing with Fragmentize. Head Focus with Haymaker. Victory March, Clinch It, Barrage, and Razor Wind. Victory March with Haymaker. And Thriving Plague with Arm Focus. I think we take one of the Clinch It Barrages. And in this case, I think probably Razor Wind again is our best bet. My Razor Wind's a little bit higher level than my Fragmentize, and I think there's less armor anyway. Yeah, there's less armor than there is body HP. So I think Razor Wind's our best bet. Also, wouldn't it arm damage decrease? Okay, so yeah, that's what we'll do. Ancestral Favor, Clinch It, Barrage, Razor Wind, and remember we can ignore one of the arm parts. Go. Nice. Get that head next. There we go. On to the last arm part, torso. Come on, armor. Just need that armor to go down faster. Man, once Clinch It, Barrage gets its damage ramped up, we won't have to worry too much about that armor. There we go. 23-second takedown. We love to see it. Moving on to Portal 35, and for 35, we have a Sterile. Our info is 25% increase to torso damage and only 80% burst chance. All right, let's look at our cards. We've got Fuse with Gas and Swarm. We've got Body Focus with Grim Shadows. We've got Ancestral Favor, Clinch It, Barrage, and Psychic Chain. We've got Limb with Armor Focus. We've got another Limb with Armor Focus. We've got Head Focus with Haymaker. We've got Victory March with Clinch It, Barrage, and Razor Wind, and we've got Ancestral Favor with Head Focus. Oh boy, I think we might have a 2-decker here. So, what was it, 80% burst chance? Yeah. Well, that really nerfs deck 3 and, was it deck 3? Yeah, just deck 3. And then everything else is either body or armor focus or just head focus. We don't have anything for torso alone. So my money's on deck 1, and we'll just have to really try and spam that torso. So every time torso is open, we have to plant a bomb. There we go. And we can just cycle across those. Back to the torso. Yes. Skip the head. Keep moving. Back to the torso. Plant it. Skip the head. Back to the torso. Wait. Back to the torso. Wait. Torso. Come on, torso. Dang you. No. Yeah, it's definitely a 2-decker. Okay. We did alright. I mean, it's not too bad. We can just finish off with the body focus with Grim. There it is. And I'll take it down nice and fast. There we go. I don't think there's a deck that drops that easily in 1. I think probably your best bet. So with Clanship Barrage, Ancestral Favor, and I believe it was Razorwind. I can't remember, but that for that deck you might be able to pull it off. But I don't know. I tried Fuse, but it wasn't successful. If you feel like you probably could take it down with the Clanship Barrage Ancestral Favor deck, you might want to go ahead and give it a shot. Anyway, moving on to Portal 36. We've got a LoJack. Our info is 40% increase to affliction duration and 50% increase to limb health. Nice. I think, so increase to limb health. I think that means we skip 2 arms. No, because the arms are the ones that have the health. I think it means we skip head. I don't know for sure. That's one of those ones that I'm still fuzzy on. Okay, so for our decks we got Fuse, Prismatic Rift, and Swarm, Ancestral Favor, Clinchip Barrage, and Moonbeam, Ancestral Favor, Clinchip Barrage, and Psychic Chain. Same thing with Skull Bash. We got Torso Focus with Totem, Fairies with Purifying Blast. We got Ancestral Favor with Head Focus, and we've got Whip with Prismatic Rift and Blazing Inferno. I think probably deck number 2 is our best bet. That's what I'm going to go with. And we take down the torso, move to the legs, and like I said, I'm not sure about this, but I don't think we have to kill the head. Not positive about that. I guess we'll find out here pretty soon. Yeah, we'll find out. We'll find out soon enough. 9 seconds. Will we find out? Can't tell you for sure. Yeah, beautiful. So ignore the head, just take down everything, all the limbs and the torso, and you're good. Alright, moving on to 37. For 37, we have a Juck. Our info is 20% increase to armor damage and 20% decrease to torso damage, which is fine. We can just skip the torso. And the armor goes down fast, which means deck 1's probably great. Ancestral Favor, Clinchip Barrage, and Razorwind. We got the same thing with Skull Bash. We got Limb with armor. We've got Head Focus with Haymaker. Victory March with Grim Shadows. We've got all armor focus. We got Victory March with Haymaker again. Wait, was that 2 Victory Marches with Haymaker? No, that was Victory March with Grim. Okay, so Victory March with Haymaker and Victory March with Grim. And our last deck is the Limb Focus with Thriving Plague. So I'm going to go with deck 1. Deck 1's our winner here. I take down that head. And once the head's down, we can move to the shoulders. Come on, faster. These will die fast. Yeah. Whoops. Come on. That was awful. Just embarrassing. There we go. Yeah, those are some pretty bad transitions, but we managed it. Just ignore the torso and you're fine. And now we can move on to Portal 38. We got a Taktar. Our info is 20% increase to body damage and 50% increase to limb health. And I think that means we skip the torso. Let's see, hold on. 50% limb health. Yeah, not sure. I think that means we skip the torso. We'll see. All right, so for our decks, we got Ancestral Favor, Clinch, Barrage, and Flak. We got same thing with the Moonbeam, and same thing with Psychic Chain. That might be our winner. Flak would do good too. And we got Victory March with Grim Shadow, Victory March, Clinch, Barrage, Razor Wind. We've got Torso Focus with Totem. We got Limb Focus with Decaying Strike, and Limb Focus with Thriving Plague. It's either Flak, it's either 1 or 3. So I think Flak is our winner here. No. 3 is our winner here because the body is thicker on Takdar, which means Flak will do its job, but it won't kill any of the parts. It might kill 1 or 2 of the parts, but it won't kill them all. So we're going with 3. We're going with 3, and we're skipping the torso. So let's get those shoulders down. We'll go from the shoulder to the head. Come on, Clinch, Barrage. There we go. A few more bursts, and then move to the shoulder. Nice. Hand. Nice. Leg. Another leg. And hand. Nope, not enough. It was not enough. Oh, shoot. 4.26 mil. All right, so definitely don't skip the torsos. Do the torso, head, and I guess probably what's going to end up happening is you're not going to have to kill 2 of the arm parts, I think. Yeah, so just do head, both legs, and 1 arm. Don't worry about one of the other arms, I think. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's right. It's very possible you might not have to do 3 arms, but either way, don't skip the torso. Do the head, do the torso, the legs, and then probably 2 to 3 arm parts. All right, 22 HP left. Let's just knock it out. Victory March with Razor Wind will kill it instantly. Tap damage killed it. That's so dumb that I wasn't able to get that 22 HP. Ugh, that's frustrating. What a waste. All right, let's move on to 39. Yeah, definitely don't skip the torso. That was my bad. So let's go another Takdar. Our info is 25% increase to burst chance and 50% increase to limb health. Okay, so this is our redemption. We're going to do it right on this one. Our decks are fused with Gas and Swarm, fused with Armor Focus and Swarm, Body Focus with Grim Shadows, Ancestral Favor with Torso Focus. We got Limb Focus with Armor, Victory March, Clench, Barrage, and Razor Wind, all Armor Focus, and we got Victory March with Haymaker. Wow, I don't think we have any 1-deck takedowns. Maybe deck 1. Yeah, deck 1 is our best bet. That's what we're going with. And we'll try and skip a set of arm and legs. Sorry, a set of arms is what I meant to say. I need you to go faster. Oh, great. Well, this is the part where Fusion Bomb just sucks. It just sucks. 3.5 million. Not bad. Not great either. I think we kill this with an insta deck. Yeah, deck 3. Deck 3 gets us our win very quickly. We'll go on the head and let Grim Shadow finish it off. Got it. What a disappointment. That's fine. All right, moving on to 40. With 40, we've got a Tarot. Our info is 25% increase to burst chance and 50% torso health increase. Oh, good. So that means if we got a good burst deck, we can just do head and torso. We got Fuse with Prismatic Rift and Swarm. We've got Ancestral Favor, Clinch, Barrage, and Flak. That might be our winner. We've got Limb Focus with Armor. We've got Head Focus with Haymaker. All Armor Focus. Purifying Blast with Totem. There's our winner right there. And 7 is Ancestral Favor with Head Focus. 8 is Thriving Plague with Limb Focus. Yeah, we're going with deck 6. This is a no-brainer. Knock down the torso, switch to the head, and we're good. Come on, fairies. Just got to get a few good bursts. And torso is done. Move to the head. Come on. You're supposed to die a long time ago, torso. There we go. 17 seconds. That went real well. But we knew it was going to go real well. And we can move to 41. All right, we got a Juck. Our info is 40% increase to affliction duration and 15% decrease to burst damage. All right, that's not a bad debuff. Our decks are Fuse with Gas and Swarm, Body Focus with Grim, Ancestral Favor, Clinch, Barrage, and Flak, Ancestral Favor, Torso Focus. We got Victory March with Grim, Victory March with Haymaker, Thriving Plague with Limb Focus, and a general Thriving Plague, Blazing Inferno, and Gas. I'm going to go with this one. Even with the burst damage debuff, it still works beautiful. We'll take down the legs first. Well, the leg armor, I mean. Move on to the other leg. Let Flak do the work on the body. Move to the head. And then the head armor goes down. We'll switch to the torso. Oh, wow. Okay, so Flak was not able to get either of those. That's all right. We can just take it down with Clanship Barrage. Nice. Got it. 4 seconds to spare. Love it. Let's move on to Portal 42. There we go. And we've got a Mohaka. Our info is 3-second added to the raid attack duration and 50% leg health. Oh, 50% leg health. That means we only have to do the legs, one arm, and the head. So we can completely ignore an arm. We just have to do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 parts. So ignore a whole arm and the torso. Hopefully we have a good burst deck. So we've got Fusion Bomb with Gas and Swarm, Body Focus with Grim, Purifying Blast with Body Focus, Limb with Armor, Head with Haymaker, all Limb Focus with Decaying Strike, Victory March with Haymaker, and Thriving Plague, Gas, and Blazing Inferno. Well, so much for having a good burst deck, right? Okay, well, I think probably we just go ahead and cycle. We'll do deck 8. I like 8 better than 1. Do deck 8, go ahead and cycle, and hopefully we can kill it before our time runs out. I think we can. This is a decent deck, and even though we are decreased on the limb, increased on the limb HP, that just makes it so that we don't have to kill them all. If we could have gotten away without doing the armor, but we didn't have a good burst deck. It was just this cycle decks. Lots of cycle decks. Please die. Yes. Good. 26-second takedown. 3.75 million. Awesome. Moving on to 43. So for 43, we've got a Juck. Our info is 25% increase to burst damage and 50% increase to armor health. Okay, so if we could avoid the arms, that's not a problem. Let's look at our decks. We got Fuse with Prismatic Rift and Swarm, Ancestral Favor with Torso Focus. We got Ancestral Favor, Clinch, Barrage, and Razor Wind. That's a good one. Purifying Blast with Body Focus. We've got Victory March with Clinch, Barrage, and Razor Wind. We've got Limb Focus with Decaying Strike, Victory March with Haymaker, and we've got Whip with Blazing Inferno and Prismatic Rift. I'm going with deck 3 and avoiding the arms. Arm has extra armor, so if we avoid them, we're good. And actually, this is the best way, in my opinion, with the burst deck to take down Juck anyway, so no problem. Well, we do have to cut through the armor with just Razor Wind and Clanship Barrage, but I mean, by the time Clanship Barrage is ramped up, armor just pretty much disappears. There we go, 22-second takedown. Moving on to Portal 44. We've got a Juck. Our info is 3 seconds added to our raid attack duration, and 20% affliction duration decrease. Okay, let's look at our, oh, I think we froze. Yeah, we froze. Doggone it. Well, we can restart. It happens. It happens. We know it happens, but it's not a big deal. At least I don't think it's a big deal. Hope it's not a big deal. Yeah, my recording's still going. Nothing changed. We're in good shape. Preparing, starting scene. There we go. We're back in. Let's look at our solar raids. Back in it. There we go. Portal 44. We've got a Juck. Our info is 3 seconds added to our raid attack duration and 20% affliction duration decrease. Our decks are Radioactivity, Gas, and Swarm, Body Focus with Grim, Ancestral Favor, Clinch, Barrage, and Flak, Gas with Acid Drench and Swarm. We've got Purifying Blast with Body Focus, we've got Limb with Armor Focus, Head Focus with Haymaker, and we've got Torso Focus with Fairies. I'm going deck 3. You all know I like that deck, and my cards are geared to do well with that deck. So we'll just go ahead and take down the leg armor. Come on. There we go. Leg armor's down. Move to the head. And then to the torso. Flak is not pulling its weight. It is not. And unfortunately, once you get to that point where the armor's all gone, Flak is basically dead. It lost all its buff. It's not dead, it's just not doing almost half of its potential damage. Alright, moving on to 45. We've got a Sterile. Our info is 25% torso damage increase and 20% limb damage decrease. Alright, let's look at our decks. We've got Radioactivity with Gas and Swarm, Ancestral Favor with Torso Focus. That might be a good one. Armor Focus. We got Totem with Purifying Blast. That is also a good one. Ancestral Favor with Head Focus. Limb Focus with Decaying Strike. Victory March with Haymaker. And we've got Thriving Plague, Blazing Inferno, and Rancid Gas. I'm going deck 4. Always love to have that Totem with Purifying Blast against Sterile because that torso is just the beefiest, literally the beefiest part that any Titan has in the game. Well, the Titan Lords anyway. Move to the head. Come on, give me a fairy. Yeah, nice. Nice. And get this hand. Yeah, and now the leg. Come on, fairies. I screwed up. I need your help. There we go. Beautiful. Took it down. No problem. And moving on to Portal 46, we've got a Tarot. Our info is 40% increase to affliction chance and 15% armor damage decrease. Okay, let's look at our decks. We've got Fuse with Prismatic Rift and Swarm. We've got Ancestral Favor, Clinch, Barrage, and Flak. We've got Purifying Blast with Body Focus. We've got Limb Focus with Armor. Torso Focus with Fairies. Fairies with Purifying Blast. That's a good one. And we've got Thriving Plague, Rancid Gas, and Blazing Inferno. And we've got Whip with Prismatic Rift and Blazing Inferno. I think with the affliction chance increase, this is a no-brainer. 6 is the winner clearly here. Those acid drench stacks will stack up so fast, and it'll just kill it so fast. It's a good buff for Purifying Blast deck. And come on. Just take it down and switch to a leg. Probably could have switched to an arm, but I think we're good. Yeah, we're good. 3.7 million. And moving on to 47. We've got a Juck. Our info is 25% increase to limb damage and 25% decrease to burst damage. 15% decrease to burst damage. I misspoke there. Let's look at our decks. We've got Fuse with Gas and Swarm, Fuse with Prismatic Rift and Swarm, Ancestral Favor, Clinch, Barrage, and Flak. I think you all know which one I want. 4 is Gas with Thriving Plague and Swarm, and we've got Ancestral Favor, Clinch, Barrage, and Skull Bash. We've got Armor with Limb, we've got Victory March with Grim, and we've got an all armor focus. Let me look at that again. Limb damage increase, burst damage decrease. I think, yeah, I'm going to go ahead and go with Flak. The burst damage decrease isn't such a humongous debuff for burst damage, and we'll just avoid the torso. Hit all those armors off the limbs. There we go. Nice. Flak's doing its job. As long as it kills a few parts, I will not complain at all. We're doing good. Okay. Let the Clanship Barrage kill that head. Move to the limbs. Nice. Whew, that was close. Yeah, sometimes you just got to transition off that part even before it's dead, just because you know those missiles are going to take it down as soon as you get off of it. Awesome. Move to 48. We've got a Juck. Our info is 25% increase to affliction damage and 15% decrease to burst damage. Hey, that's not bad. Let's look at our decks. Ancestral Favor, Clanship Barrage, and Flak. We've got Gas with Acid Drenched Swarm. We got Blazing Inferno, Gas with Swarm. We got Armor with Limb, Head Focus with Haymaker, All Armor Focus, Purifying Blast with Totem, and we've got Ancestral Favor with Head Focus. What is it again? Affliction damage increase and burst damage decrease. 7 or 1 is our best bet, and you all know I love Flak, so I'm going to go with deck 1, Ancestral Favor, Clanship Barrage, and Flak. This should go fast. Just take down that armor, move on to the more armor, the head, down to the torso after the head armor is gone, and then back up to the head. Head drops to 0, back to the torso. Whoops. Goodness. Come on, head. I need you to die. Well, 4.07 million damage with that deck, and we just got to take it down with any other deck that we've got left. I think so if you can't take it down with deck 1, I would go deck 7. No. Yeah, I would say start off with deck 7, hit the torso head, switch to the legs, and you should have a good chance of taking it down with deck 7 as much as you had with taking it down with 1. But yeah, we'll finish it off with deck 7. I think I don't even think the fairies will make it before these parts die. Well, look at that, proving me wrong. 6 seconds. Awesome. All right, so moving on to 49, only 2 portals left. Seems like we're cruising this week. How much time are we at right now? We're at 58 minutes. Yeah, we're doing good. All right, so it's a Juck. Our info is 3 seconds added to our raid attack duration and 50% head health increase. Okay. And we got Ancestral Favor, Clanship Barrage, and Flak. We've got Ancestral Favor, Torso Focus. We've got Ancestral Favor, Clanship Barrage, and Skull Bash. We've got Victory March with Grim Shadow. We've got All Armor Focus. We've got Ancestral Favor with Head Focus. We've got Victory March with Haymaker. And we've got Thriving Plague, Blazing Inferno, and Gas. So we've got increase to head health and 3-second increase to raid duration. Yeah, I think this is going to be a deck 3 situation, and I think it's going to be just like Tarot. We do the head, the torso, and one of the legs. That should do it. All right, head's gone. Well, head armor's gone anyway. And come on, Clanship Barrage, I need you to ramp up faster. Nice. Onto the torso. There we go. Clanship Barrage doing its work now. Then to the leg. Easy. Got it. Flak wouldn't have made it on that one. I really doubt it would have. That extra damage on that extra beefy head was just what we needed. All right, last one. We've got Tarot. Our info is 25% increase to burst chance, and 50% torso health increase. All right, so we can skip the leg. Let's look at our decks. We got Fuse with Prismatic Rift and Swarm. We got Ancestral Favor, Cleanship, Barrage, and Moonbeam. That's it. That's going to be our winner. Ancestral Favor, Cleanship, Barrage, and Razorwind. That's also a winner. We've got Armor Focus with Limb, Armor Focus, or Complete Armor Focus. We got Purifying Blast with Totem. Honestly, I think that is actually our winner. 7 is Ancestral Favor with Head Focus, and 8 is Thriving Plague with Limb. So I'm going to go with deck 6, Purifying Blast with Totem, knock out the torso, and then finish off the head, and we will be done. Yeah, I really do appreciate them increasing the dependability of Totem, because before it was like any more than 1 or 2 transitions and you were pretty much screwed. You're losing so much damage on the transition, it's pretty much impossible. Nice. That's it. We got it. That will be all for this week's solo raids. Let me know in the comments what you thought of the video. If you have any critiques or have any questions, just ask them down in the comments. Give the video a like if you liked it. And don't forget to go to your settings and turn your raid retry back on so that you don't screw up during your clan raids. Thanks for watching, and you all have a good week, and I'll see you again next week.